Did you know that some of history's most fascinating events happened on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day? From ancient times to modern history, the turning of the calendar has often marked pivotal moments. Let us explore these remarkable stories and uncover their significance in shaping our world. We begin in 46 BCE when Julius Caesar reformed the Roman calendar. Before this reform, the Roman calendar was a chaotic system based on lunar cycles and political whims. Months were often added or removed to suit political agendas, creating confusion for farmers, traders, and ordinary citizens. Caesar, with the help of astronomer Sosigenes of Alexandria, aligning it more closely with the solar year. January 1st was established as the start of the new year, marking one of the earliest official celebrations of New Year's Day in Western culture. This tradition would later change in the 1500s when Pope Gregory III introduced the Gregorian calendar, correcting discrepancies in the Julian system and standardizing the calendar used by much of the world today. This reform not only realigned festivals with the seasons but also reinforced January 1st as a significant day. Fast forward to 404 CE, when the Roman Empire saw the end of an era. The last known gladiator games were held in Rome. These brutal events, which had captivated audiences for nearly 1,000 years, symbolized Roman power and entertainment. The turning point came when Saint Telemachus, a Christian monk, entered the arena and protested against the violence. His courage cost him his life, as angry spectators stoned him to death. According to Theodoret the theologian, Telemachus's sacrifice deeply moved Emperor Honorius, who subsequently banned gladiatorial combat. This marked a significant cultural shift, reflecting the growing influence of Christianity and a changing moral outlook within the empire. In 1502, Portuguese explorers led by André Goncalves and Gaspar de Lemos made landfall at a stunning bay in South America. Upon seeing its vast beauty and mistaking it for the mouth of a river, they named it Rio de Janeiro, or January River. This iconic site would go on to become one of Brazil's most celebrated cities, known for its vibrant culture, the famous Christ the Redeemer statue, and the annual carnival. Rio's story reminds us of the age of exploration, when European adventurers set out to map unknown lands, forever altering the course of history. On New Year's Day in 1808, the United States took a significant step forward in the fight against slavery. A law passed by Congress came into effect, banning the importation of enslaved people into the country. Although it did not abolish slavery itself, this milestone was a critical step in the abolition movement. The decision to enforce the ban on New Year's Day symbolized a new beginning and hope for a future free from the atrocities of human trafficking. This event also highlighted the tensions between the northern and southern states, tensions that would ultimately culminate in the Civil War decades later. The dawn of 1896 brought a revolutionary discovery to the world. Wilhelm Röntgen, a German physicist, announced his groundbreaking work on X-rays, a form of electromagnetic radiation capable of penetrating solid objects. His discovery, made just weeks earlier, opened the door to a new era in medicine and science. Röntgen's first X-ray image, which captured the bones in his wife's hand, stunned the scientific community. This innovation transformed medical diagnostics, enabling doctors to see inside the human body without surgery, and paving the way for modern imaging techniques like CT scans and MRIs. On January 1, 1925, astronomer Edwin Hubble made an announcement that would forever change our understanding of the universe. By observing the Andromeda Nebula, Hubble discovered that it was not a part of the Milky Way but a separate galaxy altogether. This revelation shattered the long-held belief that the Milky Way was the entirety of the universe. Hubble's work expanded the known cosmos, inspiring generations of scientists to explore the mysteries of space. His findings also laid the groundwork for the Big Bang Theory, providing a glimpse into the origins of our universe. New Year's Day in 1971 marked the end of an era for American media. Cigarette advertisements, once a staple of television and radio, were officially banned. This decision followed years of mounting evidence about the health risks of smoking and growing public awareness of its dangers. The final televised cigarette ad aired on January 1, 1971 at 11:50 p.m. during The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson. The ban represented a significant victory for public health advocates and set the stage for future campaigns against tobacco use. On January 1, 1993, a peaceful political transformation unfolded in Central Europe. Czechoslovakia officially split into two nations, the Czech Republic and Slovakia. Known as the Velvet Divorce, this event demonstrated how major geopolitical changes could occur without violence. The split was the result of mutual agreement between the leaders of both regions, reflecting differing political, cultural, and economic priorities. This remarkable example of diplomacy showed the world that peaceful resolutions are possible, even in complex political situations. As the world prepared for the new millennium, a historic financial change took place. On January 1, 1999, the euro was introduced as the official currency of many European nations. Initially adopted by 11 countries, the euro paved the way for closer economic integration and cooperation across Europe. While it would take a few years before euro banknotes and coins entered circulation, the currency's introduction marked a significant step toward unifying the European Union and strengthening its position on the global stage. As the year 2000 approached, the world braced for a potential technological catastrophe known as the Y2K bug. This computer programming issue stemmed from the use of two digits to represent years, raising fears that systems worldwide would fail when clocks reset to zero. Governments and businesses poured billions of dollars into preventing the predicted chaos. When the clock struck midnight, however, the transition occurred with minimal disruptions, leading many to view Y2K as a triumph of preparation and collaboration. New Year's Eve and New Year's Day have borne witness to some of history's most memorable moments, from the reforms of Julius Caesar to the technological milestones of modern times. These dates have marked turning points that continue to shape our world. As we celebrate the start of another year, let us reflect on the incredible events that have unfolded on this special date and draw inspiration for the future ahead.